Hello, welcome back everybody. Thank you for joining me once again for NeoCab. To start off, I just want to say, do I sound back to normal? If I do, thank you. If I don't, well, there's something to that. So, as of recording, I've actually not played this game for about a week. And the reason being, I got sick with COVID. So yeah, that explains a lot with my voice. And I'm still kind of like getting over it. So I apologize if there's parts of the video where there might be a pause without me saying anything. It might be just because I'm muting the mic and coughing my lungs out. Yeah, after I returned from sickness, got that lingering cough. I don't know how many of you have that. If you do, drop me a like so I know that I'm not alone in this, because it happens to me every time I get sick. Every time. Lingering cough could be month, 2 months sometimes. I'm in healthier shape than I used to be, so hopefully not as long, but we'll see. My fourth night in Los Ojos. Is this my life now? Making just enough coin to scrape by, never seeing the sun, on an endless search for my friend. It was starting to feel surreal, like the moment the camera pans back to the dark figure laughing in the doorway and just know, oh, she's doomed. So, what were we going to do here? Oh, we finished the night, so now we're getting a new shift, and we're figuring out what we're gonna do here. So, Una didn't give us really any kind of hint for anything, so I guess we'll just pick up one of these fares that we haven't picked up before. So far, we've picked up everybody else, I think. There's the Outerlands, pick up Klaus, and Aganon. This one seems like you want to avoid. I mean, the person has a 3-star rating, which means that they've not been nice to other NeoCab drivers, so they're probably going to bring down our score. But maybe this is because it's mysterious, maybe this is one that we have to take or should be taking. I don't know, guys. I feel like I should go with this one first, because if this one stays, I can still take this one to come back down this way and stay here at Frontera where it's cheaper. So maybe I'll start here, and then by the time we finish with Klaus, we can still pick up this fare if it's still here. So I think we'll pick up Klaus. Klausberg. When I arrived, Klaus was waiting with someone on the pavement. He gave me a blank nod and extinguished his cigarette on a streetlight. Yeah, very cool. Yeah, yellow. Good evening. Hello. Oh, so we're picking up 2 people. Were those German accents? I used to keep track of how many different accents I'd hear in a night. I hadn't heard German in ages. Well, Klaus does sound like a German name. Hey there, how are you two? They put their hands on their knees. They weren't talking. Were they waiting for me to say something? Are you new to Los Ojos? Nice of you to ride NeoCab in a Capra town. Capra's really trying to push us off the road. And I think they give the cops a direct line to their camera feeds. Just so you know. I probably heard it sounds super paranoid, right? You are a robot, yes? No? You must tell us if you are a machine. Oh, they think that she's a robot because of Capra? They think maybe Capra created robots that drive to, for the competition. They're taking over the competition as well? That is the law. Is it? Is it a law that you have to tell if you're a robot? I have no idea what you're talking about. Well, we understand that the American taxi companies are putting in, what is the word? Robot drivers. Yes, robot drivers, but in self-driving taxis. They still do not drive the car. Oh no, it is for appearances. Having a robot in the car is more comfortable for the customer, you know? More friendly, it has personality. Yes, and more exciting. Self-driving cars are much more efficient, but you cannot carry out a conversation with the car. Well, you could, with the car's computer, but it would be a disembodied voice. No good, sterile, and unfriendly. Yes, so we hear that the companies are putting robots in the taxis. A pilot program. Do we understand correctly? I feel like in a world with self-driving taxis, putting in a fake taxi driver does sound like something that they could do. I've never heard of anything like that. We read it in... Oh, what is it called? Eric Zambata. Yes! It is one of his projects. I don't know who that is. Oh, you must! You must! He is the famous American entrepreneur. Very famous. So, my friend and I are having this discussion. We think you are one of these robots. Do I act like a robot to you? Very much so. Really? You thought we were new to Los Ojos, so you told us what is topical about the city. You initiated a helpful and informative conversation based on available data. You demonstrated basic pattern recognition. I guess that's technically true? If I was a robot, do you think I'd tell you? Just kidding, I actually am human, folks. Seriously? You claim to be human? Then you will not object to proving it. The Higgs-Gary. Yes, the Higgs-Gary. It is a verbal test. Simply a few questions. Revealing questions. What is Higgs-Gary? Are you quite serious? It is the foremost assessment tool to distinguish between artificial and human intelligence. No artificial intelligence has ever passed the Higgs-Gary. The Higgs-Gary tests humanity, not knowledge. A robot intelligence can recite all of human knowledge, but that does not mean it is human. A human is messy, emotional, complicated, beautiful. A robot is optimized and efficient. It is what a human can never be. No. Let us begin. I guess born ready. Your aunt makes a racist comment at your birthday party. Is that a question? Please answer the question. Your aunt makes a racist comment at your birthday party. I mean, yeah, I guess be mortified. I mean, it's your aunt, but like, how close are you, aunt? You meet your favorite artist. You tell him his earlier work is much better than what he produces now. Why did you do that? Well, that is a different question. My favorite artist wouldn't be a man. Wouldn't do that. Because it's good to be honest? A homeless man picks your pocket. I mean, yeah, I'd be annoyed. I would ask for whatever he took back. Well, if he picks your pocket, he probably wouldn't give it back to you. Probably call the police. You have a young son. He asked to see your breast. Jesus. That would freak me out. Your pet pig eats your friend's best dress. She wants to watch you discipline it. That's really weird. I support my friend. Yeah, I guess these guys seem like the robots. I would discipline the pig in my own time and my own way. After intercourse, your husband tells you he would kill a man to protect you. He tells you that he has already killed a dog. He tells you that he killed the dog 3 hours ago. He tells you that you knew this dog. That is too weird. That is too weird, yeah. Just answer the question, please. My husband clearly needs help. We'd work on his problems together. Your best friend has an affair with your son. They ask you to pay for the abortion. What the heck? I don't know. Your best friend and your son. I'd say that's on them. It's not fair to put that responsibility on me. Your father sends you worms in the mail. One of the worms still clings to life. Well, yeah, I'd call Dad and ask if he was okay. Well, that is the end of the test. And perfect timing, too, because they've concluded that we are a robot, despite them pretty much being robots. We'd arrived at a club in Liberty Heights, the Haunt. It was hard to say whether the decor was ghost-themed or just black. Well? Well, what? How'd I do in the test? Is that important? We really do have to go. Man, these guys, I bet you they're gonna give us really bad ratings, too. Wait, you made me take that test and you don't even tell me how I did? What do you think? To be honest, I am finding it quite hard to be certain. Yes, me as well. Where had I gone wrong in my life that people weren't sure whether I was human? Are you kidding me? Either she's an incredible robot, or a below-average human, yes. But it is impossible to be sure. Alright, you've had your fun, okay? We should err on the side of her being a robot. Agreed. Alright, your test is absurd, because it is. You guys are really weird. I mean, they've got the same eyes. They've got the same expression the whole time. Same nose. I mean, are they brothers? Like, are they robots or what? There were definitely moments that made me wish I were a robot. So then you wouldn't have to deal with this inane like, banter. Not someone desperately trying not to lose it in front of her packs. Do we have to pay the fare even though we've determined that you are a robot? Yes. Yes. She doesn't deny being a robot. Yes, I noticed that as well. There was a line for the haunt stretching right around the block. Klaus and Merrick disappeared to join it. I don't care if they think we're a robot at this point. Just pay me my fare and give me my 5 stars. I'll never get what makes people wait in lines that long for a drink. But what do I know? I'm just a robot. Alright, what'd they give us? Oh, it gave us 5 stars. Perfect driver, a marvel of modern engineering. Well, that increased us, so I guess we'll take it. All right, we only made $4. Yeah, that's so weird. So weird. They are so weird, crazy. These guys. Oh, Sam Lucas. I don't know who that is. Oh, so it's different people this time. Okay. Fiona Pack and Anthony Colton. And Gideon DeKalb. Was Gideon the DJ? I don't remember the name of the DJ that Savvy was with. Let's try it. Let's try this one. A valet in a tux shot me a look as I pulled outside the Grand Beaux Arts pillars of the LO Babylon. Really, someone at this place rode Neocab? Who? The fogies in formal wear? Oh. Then I saw her, a short figure with the bulk of a boxer, stalking down the red carpet towards me. The cameras went wild for her, their flashes reflected in hard metal skin. She screamed back into the blaze and flipped them the bird. Lights of pink neon dyed at her spine. What? Was she? Do we want her to be human, or do we want her to be a robot? Human, because then she'll have to pay. If it's a robot, I don't know. Do robots pay for stuff? Please let her be human. The only way I'm going to another pig fundraiser is if it's like for an actual pig. Definitely not a robot, but she couldn't have been more than maybe 13? You're not going to catch me dead at a charity ball for cops ever again. What are you wearing? Oh god, don't make me talk about it. Who was this kid? Famous? Super rich? Should I be calling her ma'am? Rough night, ma'am? Don't call me ma'am. Oh my god. What are you trying to do to me? Yikes. So, why are you at a charity ball for cops? Oh, okay, technically it wasn't for cops, but they were hosting it, or whatever. Just one more corrupt cog in the machine to pass Sophie's Law. Oh, shoot. I'm really sorry to bring up Sophie's Law to you. Don't worry, I absolutely do not support it. Yeah, I've never picked anyone up from that hotel before. You go to the Babylon often? Heck no. Only when my mom needs me for a Sophie's Law photo op. Wait, what's your mom have to do with Sophie's Law? Oh god, sorry in advance. So Capra wants to own everything and everyone, right? Anywhere we go, anything we say, they want it all. Sophie's Law gets them most of the way there. It outlaws human drivers within Los Ojos. It outlaws human drivers within Los Ojos, autocars only. You know, to keep us safe. I'm aware of it. Oh yeah, of course you are. Anyways, my fascist mother's pushing it hard. The referendum is up for a vote any day now. She set up a fake charity to hide all the political donations. What? Fake charity. Hide all the political donations. So, what's that? What is that? That's called... Anyway, I went in and she introduced me to the chief of police. And he was like, oh, nice to meet you. And I said... I can't say that on YouTube. Did you really say that? Heck yeah. Yancy tried to pull me away, but, you know, look what I'm wearing. Then she said I was embarrassing her, so I left. It's true though. Did you know that institutions can be racist? Sorry, of course you do. I don't have to tell you how bad the LOPD is for people of color. Yeah, but she's being racist too in the same way. I let that one go. It's very fascist. So you're against everything your mom stands for. Was she a bit controlling as a parent? Totally. Wait, how did you know? Lucky guess? So what's with the getup? Of course you couldn't just not mention it. Okay, so this is a Kindermech. Kindermech? It's the Michelle model for which they make specifically for girls. Oh, is this like a bulletproof suit for little girls or something? Yancy would want you to know that it's the slimline model. Who's Yancy? I can't even talk about that. I've never heard of a Kindermech. I'm not surprised. It's super expensive. I had nothing to say to that. Yancy put me in this when I was 4, after I got hit by the car. Oh. Got hit by the car. That's why she's anti-car. But I was fine after the surgery. She totally overreacted. If I get hit by a car, I think my healthcare options being and end with Carlos Wong. Yeah, the illegal doctor. Lina, take note. Do not get hit by a car. But she got it, so if it happened again, like that happens to anybody twice, I wouldn't even feel it. Yeah, because she's in a mech, basically. There must be some cool things about it? Yeah, I feel so cool when everyone stares at me everywhere I go. Also, I have the arm stretch of an adult gorilla, like that's useful for anything. How about blowing off steam? Oh yeah, I've busted up a lot of concrete lots. Even put a few cracks in the border wall. What else can I do? I'm stuck until I'm 18. Oh, does it grow with you? Don't you know? That's when you're officially old enough to make your own decisions, apparently. That's awful. It's torture. She always knows where I am. She can check it whenever she wants. There's a camera in here. She could see what I'm looking at. I tried to pierce my ears once and my arms locked in place. I even tried to put this F fascism sticker on, and it peeled right off the chassis. There's a content filter. Yeah, she's pretty worried about fascists for a 13-year-old. What, are you not? And I'm not 13, by the way. I'm 14. You must be able to take it off to sleep at least. No, I can't take it off. Ever. It's so unfair. Yeah, it is pretty extreme. I mean, rich people, right? Right? Why doesn't anyone else see that? Where do you live anyway? You'll see it. Over the last few minutes, the streets had gotten cleaner, the buildings around us had gotten taller, and the people? Actually, there wasn't a soul in sight. This is me. We pulled up to a high-rise with a titanium gate etched. Hey Athena, open gate. The lights on her suit pulsed and the gate creaked open. So she lives in like an estate, a mansion or something. What's with the lions? Oh, look at this. I got a message from Yancey. Thank you at least for going home and not to your aunt's or God knows where. We'll talk in the morning. In the meantime, think about your political opinions. You'll be more persuasive using reasoned arguments rather than obscene outbursts. What BS? This is BS, right? I mean, yeah. So here's the thing. I get that her mom is like being overprotective, and considering that she's rich and has political like pull, I could see that she is able to overreact and actually do something about that. But at the same time, she's making her child, like, she's pushing her child outside of her comfort zone to push a political agenda, and that's not cool. So yes, stay angry, Gideon. Anger is the only thing they're afraid of. Well-behaved women rarely make history. That's true, though. I think your passion is what the world needs. Yeah. Passion is what the world needs. Passion to push people, persuade people, to get them to pursue and to work and all of that, you know, all that junk. I think your passion is what the world needs. Right on. I knew you'd get it. It's so important. I'm going to tell everyone I know to vote no on Sophie's Law this week. Maybe we can make a difference. Her metal-tipped fingers danced on the door handle. I just gotta say, I don't get to talk to many people who treat me like a person, and not a kid. It seemed like she was going to say something else, but she shifted in her suit. Then, in a flash, she was out the door. As I watched her near the arched double doors, I got the awful sense that her suit was doing the walking, not her. I waited to make sure she got inside okay, as if anything could hurt her. She looked back at me before the gate slammed shut. At least, I think she did. It happened so quickly. I mean, she seems like a sweet kid. Gideon gave us 5 stars. Awesome. She's a great driver and so interesting to talk to. Really gets it. Alright. Stayed the same. We got some moolah. Alright, now we're down in battery. Uh-oh. We're getting pulled over. Damn, that cop pulled up quick. What did we do, officer? We're in a nice neighborhood, is that it? Is that all it is? Us minorities? Oh god, not now. I've seen LOPD officers on the news before. The cold, black screens where their faces should be. I pulled over, hands on wheel, eyes up, deep breaths. We've had some compelling reports about neocabs on the road tonight. What have I done wrong? One moment, Miss Romero. He turned away, but I could hear him speaking in a hushed tone. On every channel? This one must have peeved off the wrong people. We'll get the word out. How much was this going to cost me? No. It couldn't be her. His visor. It's Savvy! She's wanted? What? I sat up straighter, tried to keep my expression blank. I tried to hide even the slightest hint of recognition, but we've got the field grid, but it didn't matter. Oh, her face is... There she was, her face on every screen, bathing the city in a blood-red glow. Theft, fraud, and trespassing? Savvy, what have you done? Savvy. Oh, what have you... Yes, Lina, I said the same thing. Yeah, what have you done? Ma'am? Anything else, officer? You're in a hurry to get somewhere, aren't you? Well, aren't we all? Just watch your speed out there. You're not a Capra. And look, I'm legally obligated to ask you this. Have you seen the individual pictured on this bulletin? I shook my head. Let's not speak. You probably see so many faces you can't even remember them all, right? I managed a weak laugh. Well, report any sightings of this criminal right away. That'll be all. Drive safely, ma'am. Savvy was wanted, and I just lied to the LOPD. This couldn't be happening. Somewhere in the city was Savvy's apartment, with the extra room all set up for me, and the bricks of sage incense squirreled away in every closet. Would I ever see that place? Would I ever see her again? Jeez, man. That's insane. New message from Liam. Hey, Lina. It's Liam. Hey, Liam. How are things going on your end? Somewhere between yeesh and yikes. Well, I hope it's closer to yeesh. Reason I'm texting is I just met pretty much the coolest person, a quantum witch. Una, the statistician? Statistics? We talking about the same Una? This lady is a straight up science witch. Oh, she says she knows you too. What are the odds? I think that's more for Una to say. Yeah, she would tell you the odds. She can calculate it for you. Right? We've been talking all night about random things that aren't really random, and the difference between impossible and improbable, and also zombie cats. Anyways, Una says hi. Yep, that's her. Gonna go check out this spot, Ramen Getty. Ramen Getty, now have a good one. Stay cool, Liam. Yeah, that's so cool. He's met her too. Liam and Una. Now there was a match made in quantum heaven. I had no idea how I could help fix the timeline. I just wanted to fix my own life at the moment. At least I was making a name for myself in this town, one quantum witch at a time. It was well after midnight and I'd met my ride quota. I checked my field grid. Blue. Had it on me to push me for one night, or I should call it a rest. Let's push on. We gotta find more. And also, we didn't make enough to satisfy our goal, I don't think. Yeah, we've barely made anything. We'll check the requests here. Alright, anybody out here? Not enough money. Who's this? Stella. Klaus again. And we've not done this Aganon. Alright, so I think what we're gonna do is we're gonna pick up this guy. Aganon. Liberty Heights. 187 per bar. This one's 110 per bar. So let's go to this one and gas up here. It's lower cost. Alright, let's fill her up. Alright, and let's see if this guy is still available. Yep, he is. Let's try this. Because he's down here, and then we can go to Frontera to stay. Stay for the night. Whoa. The Pax's eyes were dim as he dropped into the back seat. He looked... What is this tattoo on his head? He looked like the goth phase Savvy and I went through. Was that a tattoo on his scalp? He was headed to the Fife Street subway station. Could that be right? Didn't know people still took the subway. Yeah. I didn't know people still took the subway. Aganon only sighed. I pulled into traffic and left him to his mood. I had my own things to stew about. I should have been with Savvy by now, drinking to my new life in Los Ojos. A new spicy margarita, made by a robot probably. Now I didn't even know if she was dead or alive. Aganon found my eyes in the rearview mirror. He pulled his lips into a tight, joyless smile. Lina, right? That's me. Lina, you look about as bad as I feel. Yeah, it's been a rough life. I'm with you there. Yeah. All I could do was sigh. Life is pain. Pain is life. It's the only constant, I find. Mind if I ask what's got you down? Everything and nothing. The tiniest slights. The most cosmic horrors. I'd heard a lot of sad stories inside this car, and told a few of them myself, too. Something told me this one was going to be a little... new. Being in a bad mood together feels kinda good, doesn't it? It does. He was quiet, but I could almost feel him forming something to say. It was intense. You seem like... He wrung his long fingers in his lap. May I tell you about something very important to me? I think so? Aganon's voice dropped deeper, like he was speaking from inside a cave. You carry me now on my nightly quest to seek the pain worm. It's called Metawopian, the dark leviathan that roils beneath Los Ojos, feasting. We nourish it, you see, you and I and millions like us, and soon... I just let him continue. Very soon, Metawopian will emerge, bellowing its cry of infinite despondence, and it will consume all of our pain. All of it. Gone. Forever. Well, that's just great. Also, the city will be destroyed. Um, at this point, yeah, that sounds good to me. And it really did. Screw this city. All this worry about Savvy, about myself, about everybody who climbed into my backseat. This Pax was telling me that could all be good for something. That actually sounded great. Yes, I sensed you would understand Metawopian's importance. Let the pain worm rise. Meta whoop whoop! Aganon rolled down his window and screamed into the night. Rise! Rise, Metawopian! Would it be bad if he saw that he was making me happy? I tried to think of something sad. Beeper, my first goldfish. He was so cute, though. I had to hand it to Aganon. This was harder than it seemed. He pulled himself back into the car. He was out of his breath, but his eyes were sparkling. I tried to hide my smile. You have a knack for this. How does Metawopian feel about field grids? Useful for novices, but ultimately redundant. Existence is suffering. Do we need a device to tell us that the sky is blue also? It was so dark I almost missed the subway station. There was only a flickering sign over a dingy stairwell. Alright. Interesting dude. Thank you for the ride. Do remember to take pleasure in your nourishment of the pain worm. Hey, at least we're feeling something, right? If we didn't, the pain worm would starve. Well, we wouldn't want that. In his dark coat, he moved across the street like a shadow and disappeared into the subway tunnel. I wondered what kind of rituals he was going to get into down there. Or maybe he'd just hop on a train to the suburbs. It felt good to laugh. Yeah, it did, Lina. It did feel good. I can fool myself sometimes. My brain was telling me things are falling apart, but my body was telling me the world is a weird but place. And what did I have to lose? I believed my body. I was still worried about Savvy, but there was something inside the worry that was kind of shiny, if I looked at it right. Maybe Los Ojos was like that. Maybe sometimes you just gotta scream at the pain worm. Alright, well, now we gotta find a place to stay, but we're in, Yep, gave us 5 stars. Rise! Very nice. We made enough money. Oh, Carlos! Hey, not sure if you remember me. Carlos? Yeah, the cute guy, right? I think we might have made plans to host a medical podcast together. Maybe a weird question, but just wondering if I left something in your car on accident? Small bottle of pills? Yes, I've got them. Ah, amazing! You're a lifesaver. Maybe literally. Yikes, are they that important? Not for me to say. Patient confidentiality. Oh. Yeah, obviously. Haha. Afraid I have to ask a favor. I'm stuck at the clinic with patients all day. Could you drop the pills here? Sure. We'll be there ASAP. I mean, Lina was talking about how Carlos was a cutie anyway, so let's indulge her a little bit, don't you think? Let's indulge her. That's amazing. Thank you. The clinic's in south corner of Frontera. I'll drop you a pin. But basically, if you hit the border, you've gone too far. Oh, by the way, noticed yesterday you wore a field grid. Remind me to ask you about that when you get here. Got something you might be interested in. Alright. See you soon. Oh, silly face. Alright. Spent, earned, so we had 15. So if we rested tonight, we would be... Because the place costs 18, so we would be negative for the night. we're gonna be negative. Yeah, if we stay here, we're gonna be negative. But we're gonna be in Frontera anyways for you know, Mr. Dreamboat fake illegal doctor. I couldn't bring myself to turn off the lamp next to my bed. I'd come here for the dreams, and now I was afraid of the dark. Classic. I lost myself in the orange haze behind my eyelids, and then I knew it was years ago, and Savvy was in my house. She was touching everything, the seashells, the pine cones. I knew that this was the only reason that I was alive. I looked down at my feet, and they were small and perfect, and I realized they were hovering above the floor. I was flying, or at least floating in this room with Savvy, and I watched her touch my collection, just waiting for her to notice me. But she wouldn't look at me. It wasn't too late for her to try. I wanted to grab her, make her see me, but suddenly I couldn't move. I wasn't floating. I was suspended. I died frozen in place. When I woke up, the lamp had gone out. So much for that. The sign on the table said the Azteca was out of breakfast. Oh, of course they're out of breakfast. This cheap place. I woke up. The Azteca was out of breakfast. Back to work. All right. 5 nights. 5 nights since my best friend became a fugitive and left me to fend for myself in Automation City. But the city felt different tonight. I couldn't put my finger on it. There was this energy in the air. A tension, static building up. And Liam's stuck in the protest madness. Can I get a rescue? The Radix action? Azul's weird warnings made sense now. Allie, trapped in protest. Getting scary. Can you get me? Oh man, we gotta make decisions too. Allie too? What was she doing at an anti-cap event? My phone pinged again. What was going on? Unknown? Lina. Is this Savvy? Oh, it is Savvy! But what if this is a trap? Is it really you? It's a new number. OMG, L Bunny. I'm so sorry. I've been trying to find a safe way to text. Need your help, OMG. It's amazing to talk to you. Where are you? It's really complicated right now. Need help. Please, tell me where you are. She's in the... Can't say right now. Is she in the Radix situation right now? Something feels off. Yeah, it feels like a police trap. Trust me, it's me. I had to trash my old phone. Can't risk using the camera or would send you a pic. But seriously, who the F else calls you L Bunny? Lol. I just need to make sure. It's been a weird week. Literally ask me anything. What was my fattest cat's name? OMG, you were so paranoid. Consuela, and she was super mean. Okay, maybe it's you? Consuela. Like in Family Guy. When we were 17, a gang of stupid rich boys yelled at you from their gross white pedo van. Called you a bee, sloot, and dyke, etc. You came to me crying and you wanted to move on or whatever, and I said, F that, we can teach them a lesson. So your girl tracked them down, found their BS man cave frat house. Are you convinced yet? Kinda. Yeah, I think that story's enough. Lol. We found their van parked out back and came freaking locked and loaded. You with your glitter bomb, me with my spray paint. You do always find your enemies. That white creeper van was easy to find, even easier after we tagged it up. Trust fund maggots. Ha ha ha. They could have just started a punk band. We have that up. We're lucky they didn't see us. Lol, they're lucky you didn't let me slash their tires. I was so ready. But you were there to stop me from going too crazy. Always am, always will be. Heart. You're the best. Heart. Alright. I'm convinced she's savvy. Finally! Okay, this is super urgent actually. Are you in your car? My friends need a neocab now. The Sophie's protest is a freaking mess. Everyone within 5 blocks is getting gassed. Open your app. Do you see Jace? He needs to get out. Jace. Do we remember Jace? Uh, oh, wait. No, we've never met Jace. That's your boyfriend, right? Right. Dot. Lina, please just go get him. Now. So we can meet up after. Soon. Alright. Alright. I'll see if I can even find him. Because who knows? Maybe it'll be hard. You're my favorite. Oh, jeez. Dude. I've always got your back, Chica. That's great. Alright, so we can pick up Liam, we can pick up Allie, or we can pick up Jace. Oh, he's the DJ. Dude, we have to make a choice? Oh man, the other two are not gonna be happy. They're not gonna be happy. And if I mean, how many clients are we ever gonna have, right? But at the same time, this could be, this could be Jace on his phone. I don't know. I don't know. It feels weird. It feels weird. But whoever it was knew Lena and Savvy's story, but how much of that story could have been like sussed out from social media or like personal emails or text messages and stuff, and like like they had AI piece it together, and they were like, okay, well, this is the story she would have used and all that stuff. I don't know. I don't know. Do you guys know? I think we'll find out in the next one. I hope you guys have enjoyed this one. I hope you come back for the next episode, and I hope to see you there. Until then, everyone, bye.